Hi, it's Brenda. Welcome to my channel, Empress and the Sun Tarot. This is Coffee and Cards. We are going to start with a general reading, and then we are going to get into some oracle questions. So we would like to thank everyone for watching and joining. A little note, we did put up a twin flame reading last night, the Divine Masculine portion we posted on the regular part of the channel. The feminine and the relationship part is in the member section of our channel. So you can click the little join button and that will take you to the rest of the readings. We did a new spread with working on the healing energy, which is she said we're gonna do the same today. We're also going to be using these John Holland psychic oracle for guidance. So she said we are going to use do the tarot first. So what is the daily message? What does Celia want us to know today? I feel like this is definitely a message from Celia. So what is Celia's message for today? So this is the same spread she's having us do for the monthly horoscopes as well that we are going to be posting later today for November. So please let us know when you come in. Just say hello. We are recording this on a live, so she said we are just going to cut the card to begin. So where this situation arose, the card is the Page of Cups, and we feel like the Page of Swords. And she said we're going to get clarification, but a lot of times the Page of Swords is energy being held back from you, a message being held back. Somebody that's pulled their energy back, focusing on themselves, or maybe you have done this and pulled your energy back and slow the communication down, really just focusing on what you need to do. The baggage from past life or in the past is the Queen of Cups, which we feel like, that's are you bringing in that healing feminine energy? Is that something that, you're comfortable with, not comfortable with? We'll see. She said, we're going to do this. We're going to get clarification. The next card is for what you have learned along your path so far on the journey. And that is the Six of Pentacles, which is about, you want reciprocity. I know that's one of the main things we have learned is about reciprocity. So we feel like that is, something, the Queen of Cups knows her worth. The next card is what you will gain from doing this healing work. And that is the card of the Moon. So that healing inner, that deep inner wound, those deep wounds that we bury along the way, being healed. Also that, the Moon is, that feminine energy. Are you ready to, incorporate your feminine energy? Are you ready to embrace it in a new way? And are you ready to find balance with your feminine energy? Because like she's under the water, she's up here. Are you ready to find the balance with your feminine energy? The hopes are the hidden factors is the Six of Wands, which is victory is guaranteed. We're going through this ascension. We're gonna make it happen. It's we're gonna do the ascension. It's now or later, but it's gonna happen. The outcome card is the Five of Pentacles, which is seeing that, in this Five of Pentacles, the key is right there. She has the key to let herself out. And so you said the key right here, it's Chiron. When you start doing this deep inner work, you see that you've never had that wound, that it was all set up. It was all set up for you to find the key to do the healing work, which the key is within yourself. She's like, the key is within you. No, because she's like, anytime we see that card, we always, see that key is, she is not trapped and neither are you. There's always an option. There's always a way. Sometimes we don't always feel that way, but opportunities come in strange ways. The underlying energy is the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. And the underlying energy is the Hermit. So this is about elevating your energy, taking you to a new level. She said we're going to use the vice versa for clarification. So what is we're clarifying the current situation of the Page of Swords. What is the Page of Swords? How the situation arose. She's like, what's the backstory? And she said the backstory is the Five of Cups, seeing a separation and the time apart as the gift, and knowing that the two cups are right there and it's going to come back together. But right now it's meant for you to be on this journey, elevating yourself, and in the right time, everything's going to come back together. You know, sometimes we need a little time apart to really do our healing work. And we feel like that's what's happened. Have you been reflecting on the past energy? Have you learned to look at it in a different perspective? She's got us using the vice versa tarot, which is, you know, different energy, you know, of the same card. So she said, are you looking at things in a very, are you being grateful for what the time you had? Are you grateful, you know, are you grateful for the lessons you've learned? I've learned how independent I am. I've learned how I want reciprocity. I've learned, you know, she's like 6 there and a 6 there. That's saying it's divinely guided. You know, it is coming. She's like, as you do that work. So we are going to get clarification on the Queen of Cups, which is the baggage you brought from the past. This could be past life karma, generational karma. What is the baggage that's being brought in? The Two of Cups, the clarifying the Queen of Cups. So that's saying four of wands on the bottom. So once again, I feel this is connected to twin flame energy. She said, definitely feels like it. And, you know, the baggage you brought in is you have to find the balance with you, and you have to find the balance with that other person. As you're like, I'll say something randomly. Dave and I were walking in this morning from the hot tub, and I was thinking something. I was doing something, and my energy was a certain way. As soon as I had a thought about, I wanted Dave in front of me, behind me, because I didn't want his energy messing me up. As soon as I thought about his energy messing me up, you know what? I threw my energy off by worrying about where his energy is. Because truly, as soon as I thought of him, I felt the difference. And I was like, darn it. I know what I just did. And I told him, I'm like, this is what I just did. So awareness that we are here to heal that masculine, feminine within ourselves and with that other person, and have that detachment of, I'm going to focus on my own energy. And honestly, I feel like that's what it's calling for right now. Focusing on your own energy. What you brought from the past is the Six of Pentacles, the desire, you know, to have the reciprocity, to have something that's equal, to not have a situation where you're over giving. Which your desire that you're bringing in is, you know, what you're bringing in is you want something completely different than the past. You know, a lot of times we think of, you know, well, the wheel is like a ring, you know, and that's in a circle. But look, this world is a little oval, but still the same shape, just a little pinched together at the end. But it's a different shape. It's a different perspective. And it's asking you to see it from a different perspective. Ask for the reciprocity that you desire. Queen of Cups on the bottom. She said, ask for, you know your value. I will take no less than my value. You know, say, you know, I deserve better. I deserve my happiness. I deserve my Four of Wands. I deserve it. And as you know, I deserve it. You know what? You're going to bring it to you, because as you know it, knowing is all that it literally takes. What your soul gains from this journey is the moon. And we're getting clarification for that. Okay. And the clarification for that is the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Temperance card, find and balance. That's also Sag energy. And the Ten of Pentacles with the Devil. Are you overcoming the toxic behavior, codependency? Because as you do that and find that balance with yourself, you're bringing that Ten of Pentacles right to you. New action, like by changing your action and your thought, you can manifest a completely different situation right now by having the new perspective on it, by knowing what you're worth. Like she's like, it's a time, step into your power, have your worth. Because the next card is the hidden factors. What are the hidden factors? And that is the Seven of Wands. And it's going from the 6 to the 7, but like he's standing there with the victory right there. And he's like, okay, I'm going to keep going. I still have stuff to do. I know I did good, but you know what? I now have to move towards the next number. The next one's the 8 of Wands. That's being the messenger. He's taking time. He's integrating all he's learned. Are you doing that? Are you savoring? Are you taking time to look at the victory and savor it? Are you looking back over a recent victory and savoring it? Because doing that, like he's shining the light and looking there. Are you shining the light? Are you elevating at this time? And we're going to get a clarification on the Five of Pentacles. This is Celia's new current favorite spread. So we will be we're going to be doing these healing readings about what's going on and give a little look into what guidance needs to be taken. That's the next portion. And the card is the Knight of Cups. So new action forward in a positive, loving direction. After the Ten of Swords, because you know what? Can't get no more dead than that. And you know what? Last night, that masculine reading, he got the Ten of Swords as what he brought in. And it was clarified by the Ten of Swords. So definitely a big Ten of Swords energy going on for the masculine energy right now. And we are going to get, she said we're going to get some oracle cards for the reading. So this is saying, you know, how to move it forward. Realize, you know, work on your Chiron, know your worth. You know, the card that came out is the card of hope, which is number 17. And the underlying energy is that Seven of Wands again, which is stand your ground. Know where you're at. Know, you know, no, this is part of your spiritual path. Everything is going to come together in the right time. Because look, the Two Cups from the very beginning have been right there. They're coming. Like if they're in this reading, like it is part of what you brought in. It's knowing, having the knowing of that. This is my person. I know it. I'm going to work on mission. I'm going to work on healing my Chiron. So he's like, I can't stress it enough how important it is to look at that Chiron. So and the cards that came out are transformation in progress. We are undergoing major changes. Be easy on yourself at this time. Get lots of rest and drink extra water. Definitely good advice. And surrender into service. When you are unsure of which direction to take, focus on service. You know, every day I surrender to God. And when I'm doing my meditation, I say, I surrender into service. How can I be of the most service today? You know, and then we get the underlying energy of sound healing, which is singing bowls, drums, and chimes. So we're going to say Dave is here, Big Wave Sound Therapy. He does, he's putting out more and more of the singing bowls. And I can't say how much Dave did for me. I mean, there aren't enough words. So if you're working on your ascension or just needing a good meditation, take a listen at Big Wave Sound Therapy. He's almost to where he can start doing lives. I think he was one subscriber away from where he could do live. So go check out Dave's channel, subscribe, and then he can start doing lives. of his sound healing. We'll do sessions where he's doing the actual sound healing for me, and you guys can all have that opportunity to like be the witness of that actual energy of the work he does for me, because it is definitely life-changing, to say the least. So anyway, everyone, welcome to Coffee and Cards. Hey, Alex. Hey, the Dollface Diva. And did I see separation again? I hear that's that Seven of Wands. That's that putting up boundary, knowing your worth. Right there, the hidden factor. Boom, right there. So knowing your worth. And thank you, Dave, for moderating for me. Yes, he's at the place where he has the confidence to do it. And honestly, I'm like, well, just do the lives, and you can literally like do for me, like play for me like you do, because he plays from the heart so much for that. And that's just like the best healing overall energy imaginable. So anyway, how is Celia says, what happened? Let's hear it. She's like, okay, you have the floor. What happened? She said, we're going to have to start doing it on our phone so we can do a thing where we can invite people on with us. How fun would that be? Then we could just talk to you. That's what she would really like. She would like to be able to invite you on. So. All I have to do is put my phone there. I could still have like my computer here where I could read it and just have the volume down. And just literally do the video from my phone. And then I could just, I would just have to email you the code. Oh, you know what that did? That showed you your value. You put that boundary up. Yes, you put your boundary up. Good for you. Good for you. With that being said, Celia says, would you like a reading with our new spread to she's liking the new spread we're doing of looking like at the situation, like what is going on and what you're gaining from it and what you're not seeing. Like when we did that on the twin flame thing, like the masculine reading, what was blocking it was the feminine energy. And you want to know what? That's, you know, that reading definitely applies to our own masculine, feminine within us. I, as the feminine, have been waiting on the masculine, but you know what? The masculine energy I need to stop waiting on is my own and bring my own to balance the energy myself. And as I've stepped into that energy, my things have changed, like such awareness this morning. As soon as I was like, had a thought about Dave's energy, I was like, oh, that threw me off in the bushes. I was like, that changed my energy by having the thought about where his energy was. So honestly, that thought of don't care what anybody else is doing really applies. Like, yeah. So, and like finding that balance, like, and you know, that person can have that twin flame energy. Like my person, every time I was getting a reading or everything, said that was my person. But you know what? When I set the boundary and I chose, I wanted something better, somebody else took that energy. Dave. I got in the vibration of Dave where I wanted to be or where I was destined to be, or he was waiting. Yeah. You have to and that's what it's about. It's about the universe testing you. Do you know your do you know what you want? What you like that reading we just did was what you're bringing in. What's the Six of Pentacles? You want reciprocity. End of the story. You want reciprocity. You want to. So you want the Ten of Pentacles. You want the whole dang shebang. Okay. So okay. Apparently they're where she wants them now. So current where the situation arose, the King of Swords. You know what? He's all in the head and not in the heart. I'm just, in it for the head. What's being brought in? The Two of Cups, the baggage. That's the contract. What's the baggage? What's the contract? The Two of Cups. But you know what? That's a balanced, the Kundalini's there. That's you having the balance first. What you're bringing in. The Hanged Man. Definitely gaining, yourself back, your person, you want something that's balanced. You are not looking at something that's just from the head. You want something that's the whole shebang. Again, the whole shebang. The outcome of the situation is the Queen of Pentacles, and she is getting, financially, she's there. She's, also wife, mother, like that whole, she's sitting in a good place. She's very balanced. That's what's coming out of you doing this. In your value. Like you doing that shows your value. That's what you're gaining out of that. Yay! You want to know the hidden factor? Part of the wisdom you're learning. Because, that can be a lot of things, but like that Hierophant is about the kind of commitment you actually want. You want there to be two keys, two people. You want balance. You know the kind of commitment you want. Outcome. Page of Swords. I'm walking forward with my clarity. This is what I'm doing. Yes. This is I'm not taking that shit. Bye. Bye. Underlying energy, the Seven of Wands, setting the boundaries. The King of Pentacles. You want somebody that's equal to you. You want that masculine counterpart that's that you don't want that codependency. You're working on freeing yourself from that. Because you are doing that temperance, that star energy. You are finding the balance between the two. I hear temperance, but every time I see that, Celia's like the star. So you are doing the healing work. You've put in what you've wanted. Just keep going. Keep going. You get the card of victory and success. And the Four of Wands. The Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. Yes, every day you got to do it. And the underlying energy is discontent and boredom, which is, we feel the Four of Pentacles. So what is holding you back? Like, what are you holding on to from the past that's holding you back? You know what? Thank him. Say, you know what? I want to really thank Eric for yesterday. Because you know what? He showed me that I know my freaking value. Thank you for showing me. Like, find the way to be appreciative of that whole situation. Thank you for showing me that I know I deserve better. Thank you. Like, be grateful. Say, thank you. I know what I deserve. I know what's coming to me. I know I deserve my equal. And if he's not going to do it, you know what? The universe will bring another person in to be that for you. Yes. So like, keep going exactly what you're doing. You did exactly like it was a test. We hear it like reference point. It was a test. You totally passed the test. Yes. You know the kind of equal balance love you want, and you stood your ground with it. Kudos to you. Yes. Be patient. So he's like, congratulations, you passed the test. Good job. Like they say there's not tests, but there's kind of tests. Like it spirals back around. Did you learn the lesson? Like we signed up to learn certain lessons. That Two of Cups, you signed up to have balanced love. Like you signed up for that. So it's just a spiral around on it. The opportunity will, and time is going fast. So be prepared for it to spiral back around again to be like, are you sure you learned the lesson? So be prepared. And like manifesting is like super quick right now. So she's like, be prepared. It's going to come back around. Like, it's going to be like, are you sure you don't want to do that? Like it's going to ask, are you sure? It's going to be like a test. Are you sure you don't want to do that? Are you sure you don't want one last thing? Are you sure you don't want whatever? Don't do it. Like it's a test. Like, no, I know my worth today. And today I stand for myself today. End of the story. Self-worth. Love you. So he's like, love you. Good job. She's like, good job. But totally did that of the lesson. And just know it's going to come back around to just like double check. Did you learn? So did you learn? We hope you did. So Alex, what's going on with you? Can we get some cards for you? Look, it said we were going to do oracle card readings, but Celia's like, in this new reading, we're doing it. We're using this new spread. We like it. We like getting to the problem. So we're going to do that. Apparently we're not doing oracle cards. Well, you're going to get an oracle card, but apparently we're doing this because this is going to help the most. So, when I was asking, I was meditating the other day and I'm like, which direction am I supposed to go with my channel? Like meditating with the Divine Mother. And I'm like, which way am I supposed to go? And she's like, keep doing free readings. So here we are. We're going to keep doing free readings. She's like, people donate. And as that grows, that's going to grow more donations. And we are happy we got super chat. We got membership. We started posting content with the Twin Flame membership last night. It was a phenomenal reading. So Alex, you want to know what my spirit guides? Is that what you want to know, Alex? Are you telling her that's a great question, or are you telling me that's the question you want? So he's like, what do you want? Yes. Okay. We are going to use the animal and spirit oracle. Absolutely. We're in Scorpio season, which is all about, transformation, the death card. But it's a good thing. You get the card of teacher, which is learning and a new path. So definitely falls in with that, Alex. And you get the card of relaxation, which is peaceful pursuits and happy times. Alex, are you finding a good happy place? Are you finding happiness in every day? Are you watching your thoughts? Are you paying attention? Does this make me happy? Does this feel good? Like, are you paying attention to your thoughts? The more you pay attention to your thoughts, because you get the achievement card underneath there. So keep learning. And we feel like it's saying spend a little time being and working on also, are you how is your masculine feminine energy doing? But like being like aware of your thoughts is like we're having Dave, like we're like, does that feel good? Does it make you happy? When we see him, does that thought feel good? Does it make you happy? If it is, keep going with it. If not, pick the different thought up today. Pick a different thought that does make you happy. Have a couple of go-to thoughts, pre-think about it a little bit, pre-pave. Okay, these are some thoughts that put me on the positive side of things every time I think about them. Swimming with the grandbaby always, is a good place. So we have that as one of our thoughts. So if you're having a thought and it's not good, an easy way to like pivot that energy is, okay, I'm going to think one of those go-to pre-planned thoughts I've already thought out, the things that, and intentionally focus your energy in that and take a moment and feel that, like that moment you're thinking of, and see if it doesn't make a change. Yeah, because you know what, Alex, you're going through an upgrade. She's like, upgrade. Okay, we're gonna get a couple cards for you, she said. She said, it's about you finding your balance, and as soon as you do that, there is the upgrade happening, because there's a tower, and we feel like that's kind of happening right now. And sometimes you have to have time to burn away all your old beliefs and any other energy around you, and kind of clear your energy field. Like it's doing it, but there's the afterwards. It's kind of, it's got to clear the energy field to make way for some new action with the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups, which is about the spiritual path, and the Three of Pentacles, which is about that soul contract, with the Nine of Wands. And with that Nine of Wands, they are together. Sometimes it's about that wounded warrior, but that wounded warriors, look, they both got to that part of the journey, and they're there together. They've both done the work separately, but they are both together in the end there. I had bronchitis for 6 weeks. And then Dave had a respiratory thing too, about the same amount of time. Like I feel like it's just an upgrade. I was talking to somebody else, and they said they just got over walking pneumonia last night when we were doing live. So there's definitely like a time of you just relaxing because your body's going through an upgrade. It's also giving you a time to relax a little and maybe do a little searching, learning, and putting some new meditation practices in. Maybe go on YouTube and find a new, before you turn it on, say, if I were the best video for me, what would I be? And then go on YouTube, and then I do that. And then whatever video is the top video, I listen to, because I believe in inspired and divine action. So look for somebody that may give you a new practice, some new guidance for something. But just take some time and integrate it. Yes, but take some time and integrate it, and be in that, keep being in that energy. Card under that is a divine presence and prosperity. So keep working on that positive energy and focusing on the positive side of all the situations that you would like to create. Yes. Looks like we are going to get some rain. We need it. But yeah, overall, I think the temperature wise, we're going to have a nice day. So try to go for a nice little walk. think we talked before about a walking meditation. So Alex, we hope that helps. Just take some time to integrate things. Think of things as a reference point, and as it being a reference point, what is the other side of the coin on that? Finding the balance and the positive side of things. Oh, this didn't work out. Well, you know what? It's given me time for all that growth. And if I was with that person right now, I wouldn't have time for all the growth that I'm actually having to have my self value and my self worth and my self love and knowing what I deserve. But we feel like you definitely are getting we feel like you're definitely being activated because like my whole face was like tingly then. So are you meditating, Alex? Try to. Try to spend time every day. We feel like you're doing some. We love you. Thank you for joining us. We're glad we're back seeing you around. And I think I may try one day this week of doing the live. If so, we will just have to have you email us have you send us an email and then we'll send you back the code. Would probably be the easiest way to do that. And maybe try to do that and see if we can't get a few people on to do some messages with us. We think that would be fun. So we may try that. So Cat Goddess, what are my spirit guides? We are going to do that for you too, because we just did Alex liked your question, so we did that for Alex. So we are going to do the same for you. And Cat Goddess, you get the card of Archangel Raziel, Wisdom, Inspiration, and the Akashic Records. And you get the card of Mindfulness. So have you ever done any Akashic Records work? Yeah, like 15 minutes in the morning, like does so much. Listen to an Abraham meditation thing in the morning to get you started, that's kind of at least something you can focus on. And if you're focusing on that, that kind of helps you get there if there's no other way. But Cat Goddess, we feel like, have you ever tried doing Akashic Records? Have you ever done meditation? Yes. I feel like this is an invitation to you doing that. You can find online, there are meditations. I believe Denise Lynn has one. Sandra Ann Taylor may have one, but I'm pretty sure Denise Lynn, Linn, who does several of the decks I use, has some Akashic Records or past life regression. So you can do a little meditation and it kind of takes you to the Akash. Yeah. Like I forever was going like somewhere and I didn't know where I was going. And then I was curious about Akashic Records and I started doing meditations for it. And you know what? I was like, this is where I've been going all along. And I had no idea. So I feel like there's some message in there about it will help clear some energy through your heart. Having awareness of stuff does so much. And it's not a long process. It's a pretty quick process, especially if you're already meditating or pretty easily about clearing your mind. Okay, the first card was the Page of Pentacles, which is a message. And we feel like this is saying this is a message here. This is a good step forward for you. Try the Akashic Records. The next card is the Two of Cups, about a contract of love in your past life, something that's caused you to have a boundary in this life. But as you work it, you can open it up and move towards victory and clear that out. And you get the 5 right there of the Hierophant, which is about commitment. So we think you should do some Akashic Records work about relationships and contracts you have with them. And something that's caused you to put a boundary up that you're unaware of even why you have that boundary. You're like, well, I don't even know why. I have a belief. I don't know why I have that belief. Sometimes it's just that simple of it's a contract from a past life. So try the Akashic Records. So we hope that helps. Curly Girl, how are you doing today? Did you have a question? The squirrel is out back eating again. Well, there has been some really strong energy lately. So, no, everybody is probably integrating some stuff. We do get stuff a little early, and we definitely were feeling that way a few days last week. So, do you have a question? Okay. Well, the card that came out is the card of the heart, the healing heart, love, acceptance, romance. And you get the bottom of the deck of the teacher, which is learning a new path. Is there something you're wanting to learn, something you have a big passion about, something you're interested in? I know Kat got us for Dave and I. We both had some of that energy. So okay. We are going to give you our new reading. We're just going to it's 6 cards, so and a couple over here are underlying energy. So we're going to start there. So what is causing the current situation? And you get the card of the Fool. So a new beginning is trying a new path, a new beginning is trying to come in. What you're bringing into the situation, the baggage is the contract of the 10 of Cups. Happiness. What do you define as happiness? We hear that. What do you define as happiness? The next card is what you've learned on the path, and we get the 3 of Cups. We feel like with that, or the 3 of Pentacles, that 3 of Pentacles is a contract card, which is about finding some of your soul family, or it's about working with your guide. And maybe your person in the 5D, maybe in the physical. Like for me, this is me and Dave and Celia working together. So we feel like you're bringing that in. So are you in a new relationship? Are you in a new relationship? Are you trying to manifest a new relationship? What you gain? The Ace of Wands. New inspired action. Look, you're going to gain some new inspired action. What has worked in the past from your family? What we're just going to say manifesting's not hard for you. You manifest at the vibration you're at. Honestly, when you get in this happier vibration, which you bring in, when we come in, we're high vibration and we expect things to go good. But sometimes things go bad and then we start expecting things to go bad. And then we go from this to this, which is definitely a less of a circle. And like they're each kind of doing their own thing, even though they're in the contract. And in this, we're all in the contract to do this together. We're gonna get clarification for you. Even she's like, what are the hidden factors? The King of Pentacles, stability. Who is the King of Pentacles? He's waiting for you to raise your vibration, to know your self-worth. Honestly, you have a contract with him. He's just waiting. Like the happiness is right there. When you get in the vibration of it, it's going to come. The outcome, the Queen of Cups. When you get in that vibration of happy, high vibration, balanced energy, are you doing the healing work? Do you know where your Chiron is? The Temperance card. Know that the angels are around you trying to help you with this time of being, the Temperance card, and you get the Strength card. The underlying energy is the Two of Wands, knowing I want something different, but I'm not taking the action towards that. Are you healing your heart? Do you know where your Chiron is? Do you know where your North Node is? Are you working on those? If you don't know them, send me your birth stuff and we'll look at your chart. Yes. And right now, Chiron's in Aries, and Chiron and the North Node are together, and that's opposite energy for Libra. So it's activating you for sure because it's in opposition of yours. So it's going to activate it for sure. Are you meditating? Are you affirmations are really good. Are you listen to some affirmations and trust, try some new things. Listen, Dave has posted some sound healing. It's done wonders for me. We're going to start, if he gets one more subscriber, he can start doing lives. And honestly, I told him he could do his healing that he does for me and we could just do them live and everyone could benefit from that because it's done so much for me that's why we're always encouraging him to do it. So Curly Girl, go subscribe to his channel, Big Wave Sound Therapy. And then, yes, go subscribe to Dave's channel and he can start doing lives and recording of the sound healing he does for me. He just needed one more. So so go subscribe to his channel and then he can start posting them as he's doing them for me. And we feel like that could help you get balanced because like the King of Pentacles is just waiting. Like he's just waiting. And it'll happen in the due time. He ain't going nowhere either. He's just waiting. But it's the action you decide to take. And we feel like once you decide to take the action forward, it's going to move everything forward really quickly towards you. Transformation in progress. Like we're going to get a couple of Celia cards for you. But it's asking you to look at a new path. How's your self-love? Are you meditating? Because we get the card of grow your self-love, honor and know yourself. And you get the card of call in spirit in moments of confusion or clarity. Sit in the power, call in spirit. Sit in the power is a meditation that works really good. And you get the card of be the light. Shine your light to remove the darkness because Yeah, he's stability. He's like the husband, the father. He is, he is the stability. And he's right there waiting. He's waiting. He may even be an earth sign, but I hear he's waiting. Like it's as you love yourself more, you're going to call that in. In the current vibration you're in, you wouldn't want to call nobody in because you know what? Then they would be in the exact same vibration you're in right now, which sounds like because then we're like, oh well, if my person was here, I would be happy. Well, you know what? Honestly, it works the opposite way. If you get really happy, you draw that person to you because you are then magnetic to them. So and just know if you're working on your heart healing, which we feel like you're probably already working on, means you're working on, doing some dark night of the soul stuff. So that's just about keeping your energy clear and, definitely doing the meditations. So you are very welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Sun Empress Ari, how are you doing today? Yes, like the higher vibration you are, the faster it'll happen. That's why we're like, listen to positive affirmation, do that thing in the morning where when you get up, you go high five yourself in the mirror, like pay attention to where your thoughts are when you're making a decision. Say, does this feel good? Does this make me happy? If the answer is no to either of them questions, then don't do it, or find a way to change the answer to something that you're coming from your heart space and doing. So, did you have a question? Apparently, she wanted me to look and check something, so we did. Hi, Cold Moon. How are you? So we are waiting to see if Sun Empress Ari would like a card. I am doing well. While we're waiting, do you have a question? Would you like? What would you like? Okay. Okay. She said we are actually then going to use the Celia card since so. Just know we are in Scorpio season, which is definitely a time of rebirth and transformation with that Scorpio energy. You get the card of be in the now, direct your focus on the things you do want, and you get the card of you. Do you know that means your how much that means your whole life is about transformation. I mean, literally. The ascendant is the face we show the world. So the face you show the world throughout your life is going to completely change. That is personal karma. The karma you brought into this life and the karma you accumulate daily. That is part of Scorpio mission, is all about transformation. Yeah. You also got the card of be open to receive. Thank you, Source, for the blessings and favors flowing into my life. Literally a sentence I say every day when I'm meditating, about, thank you for the blessings and the favors. Are you open to receive? Sometimes we are so much in that masculine energy of working, providing for ourselves, protecting ourselves. Those are all masculine traits. We forget to be in the energy of receiving. Um, and sometimes it's about learning to go into that place of receiving. And we're gonna get you we're doing a new spread, so we're gonna get you cards. It's a 6-card spread. We're gonna get that for you. She's like, where's your Chiron? Yeah, it's where's your Chiron? And she said, send us an email and we can chat and start doing some things to work on. As you build yours, it's like that's definitely part of your, and like Chiron is right where the North Node is. So we would love to see your chart to try to give you some advice on how to, work with the karma, work with the transformation. Oh, that Scorpio ascendant means you got Libra in the 11th house, which the 11th house is about friendship. So, awesome, because we asked today how could we be of service, and we love to try to help people with the Chiron North Node. Yeah, and relationships, and you know what? The 12th house is the house of sabotage and the house of the house of undoing. So the house that can make you have the most mental challenge for that. Yeah. Yep, it's probably giving you an abandonment wound. And yes, honestly, self-love is the key to that. And we're gonna get okay, she said the cards are ready, so we're gonna go. So where the situation arose is the 6 of Swords. This It's because it's about your self-love. And once you take the step in the new direction by yourself, like she's taking her thoughts and going by herself. You know what? As I know my self-love, I attract love to me, because you attracted the vibration of where you feel about yourself. So if you're feeling really good about yourself, you're going to attract somebody great about you, for you in that vibration of happiness. If it's saying this is the situation, you have to take your thoughts and go somewhere else energetically. I want to go somewhere else. I'm going to work on my self-love. I'm going to focus my stuff in a brand new direction. She's like, you got to focus different direction. Next card of the baggage you brought in is the contract. She's like, this has been the baggage, the contract you brought in from the past life, the 5 of Pentacles, which is, this is the contract, that lack of love, that, 5 of Pentacles, that, I am alone in this. I'm different than everybody else. So we're going to look at a new direction. We're going to get some guidance for you. What you are bringing into this situation, we feel like it's give a brand new opportunity to look at it in a different perspective. That taught me, how I don't want to be as a parent. That taught me, that shown me how I don't want to. Yeah. But this is a brand new opportunity. You're getting to come into this with a new, a new approach to it. And it's like, she's like, that's it. It's asking, lack of love, lack of not enough, having not enough, feeling like you're not enough. It makes that love, that feeling makes you feel like you're not enough. And that makes in all relationships you overgive, which eventually goes out of balance and then it doesn't work out. We only know this from experience. So, um, because anything like that causes you to feel like you are not enough. Why wasn't I enough? Why am I not enough? And you are. It's just they're not in the same vibration as you. And it's a reference point for where you don't want to be now and where you want to be in the future. Where this process is going to take you. The Four of Pentacles. An opportunity to see what's holding you back. You want to know what's holding you back? We can dive deep. The Hidden Factors is a strength card. This is an opportunity for you to stand boldly in your strength and look at it and say, I'm done feeling this way because you know what? I love myself. And as you are high vibration and love yourself, you're going to attract at that vibration. And there is the Knight of Cups. So that is, a new opportunity coming towards you. How do you feel about yourself? How are you feeling about yourself? How is your self-love? The underlying energy is the Three of Cups, the Wheel. So through your community, getting a new opportunity to look at things differently, move things forward, asking for help from your friends. The Three of Wands, that's personal wish fulfillment, but are you taking the steps forward for that wish fulfillment? Because there's the Four of Cups, the offer that's right there. Are you hearing the message? That's a lot of communication back and forth. Are you stepping into hearing the message? Are you ready to look at it in a different way? Are you ready to have a brand new self-talk, something different than before? So, releasing this negative story about not having love, because you know what? The only thing that matters, it's a reference point for where you don't want to be in the future. I know what I want now. I don't judge them because they gave me the wound they were meant to give me. When we come into this life, we sign up for certain things we want to experience. I want to experience self-love. Well, in experiencing self-love, you have to have a trauma that you have to heal. So, you have to find forgiveness for them because your judgment of them is holding you back. And that when you point the finger at somebody, you're pointing three back at you. When you're pointing that, they've caused you to be as blocked off as they've been to you. Instead of you just shining the light of love anyway, you have blocked yourself off just as much because look, there's one at them, but three at you. Like she's like, you have to look at where the judgment is. That's how to heal the situation. Release the judgment. Focus on the now. Thank you for that wound. That was what I signed up for. It was a lesson. Thank you for giving it initially to me as my Chiron. Thank you for giving me my wound. And you have to have a different approach to it. Thank you for doing what you signed up for. Everything that happened happened the way it was supposed to. You got the wound because you were supposed to have the wound. It's what your soul's purpose is for coming on this mission. It's what you brought in. The karma, it's the karma you brought in, literally. You said, I want to learn this. And then you know what you do? You teach your wisdom. You say, okay, I learned that, you know what? No matter what the circumstances is, as I love myself and I get myself in higher vibration because I am confident and I love myself and I know I'm doing the healing work of just, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of me. I just have to love myself and have that feeling of deep down, I truly love myself. I know I'm enough. As you know you're enough and you shine your light and do some work, do the meditating, do the work. Like do the work. What's triggering you? What causes you to feel pain? What pain are you holding back? What are you hiding? What do you not want to feel? You have to write those down. When did this happen? How does it make me feel? When has it happened in the past? You have to just do a little of the work on it to help clear the energy of it. But the healing is an opportunity right there. And then under that is the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles, which is, that family legacy that you're clearing. Are you ready to clear the family legacy? Because, if you clear it now, it clears it both generationally both ways. If you, currently in the place you're at, you're like, I don't want to be like them. And when you're pointing your finger and say, I don't want to be like them, you know what that makes happen? You be like them because you're focusing on them, and the universe doesn't hear no or not or any of that. So it thinks you want to be like them. So it will bring situations in your life to make you be like them. So instead, it's about finding a higher perspective of it. Thank you for being in my life for that. I've got this lesson, but you know what? Just because they've given you that doesn't mean you have to stay connected with them until you're in a better place energetically. And then when you come back energetically in a better place, you know what? They're going to have to meet you in that higher place. So listen to affirmations like the positive I am affirmations. I'm only giving the advice that I know has worked personally for me. So we're just giving our own personal advice. What worked. The I am affirmations did a lot of good. Walking and meditating did a lot of good for me. Being in nature, getting grounded, all really helped on that working on your energy. We hope that helps. It's been an hour, so I think we are going to take a little break. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for Coffee and Cards. It was good to be back and have some coffee and do a little message. And we're excited to use Celia's new spread. And we're going to be posting the monthlies. We're going to start posting a few today and a few over the next couple of days. So check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and see what resonates for you. And we hope you have a great day. Bye.